Just come in, light your candle. Tapping in to the highest vibration today. Give me a few minutes. We're gonna get started. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna get some people to come in and join us on this Tuesday, October 17th, 2023. Give me a few minutes. Change up. Vibe out with the music for now. Tap in, get your spirit right. If you ain't driving, just align yourself with the music, with the God frequency. Really represent. You know what I'm saying? Had to really represent. I thank y'all for y'all patience. sending a request to everybody to come tune in. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get people to vibe out to me tonight. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Alright, let's get started. Welcome to the third I-5 Just Survive audio experience right now. You know what I'm saying? We're not in the studio today. We're at the crib, you know what I'm saying? Tapping in. Appreciate everyone that's watching and, you know what I'm saying, been keeping up what I've been doing. Staying true to self. I thank y'all. You see I got my candles going, see I got the water, I got my glass, we about to give libations. I think every show now I'm gonna give out libations to give homage and respect to the ancestors that have, you know what I'm saying, that's working with me and been here for me and elevate me on my highest purpose. And you know what I'm saying, just bringing that right energy to really like give us this great experience vibing out with y'all. So giving libations out to the ancestors and the gods, the known and unknown that's working on my behalf, and the people that's watching for their highest good. Ra Ashe, Mayat Ashe, Tahuti Ashe, Anu Ashe, King Tut Ashe, Aten Ashe, Isis Ashe, Osiris Ashe, Anubis Ashe, Lakshmi Ashe, Shiva Ashe, Krishna Ashe, Hanuman Ashe, Gip Ashe, Enlil Ashe, Nefertiti Ashe, Ashum, Shango Ashe, to all the gods of the unknown and known that's working for the greater and higher good, Ashe. Sacrament too, Ashe. Alright. Tapping in. We tapped in. Hold on. Oh man. So today we'll be talking a little bit of everything. I won't say everything, but basically what I've been learning these past couple of days. We're gonna go off spirit. However, I am led to talk about. And if y'all have any suggestions or anything, please write in the comments. Let me see. So I know in my last episode we was talking about with Brother Marcus about the Anunnakis and the different Anunnakis. We spoke about Anu and Enki and Enlil and Mordark. But it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your ethereal gods, the top tier gods, and the middle tier gods, and then you have the ones lower, the lower ones, like the ethereal gods. You're dealing with more of like the dragons, reptilian type of, you know what I'm saying, vibe on those type of levels and aspects. In the top tier would be Anu, you know what I'm saying, God of heaven, the one in the sky, and then you have his wife, Antu, Autumn, or Nomu, Namu, which is the water. Then you have Ki. You know what I'm saying? I need to let me see, figure out exactly what Ki is, cause I don't want to give y'all the wrong information. This is what we hear, to give y'all straight good information, top tier information, and you know what I'm saying, and research with y'all while I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? If any of the notes that I have come across that is uncertain, we just gonna go right ahead and look it up on the show. You dig? So she was a Mesopotamian goddess, regarding to the personification of the earth. Um, don't confuse her as a male deity. You know what I'm saying? Because it may, they saying that she may serve as the same name, but don't get it confused. Um, her, yeah, she associated with Anu, like I was saying, like Namu, Anu, Ki, they're connected. And what question, what I'm questioned about is this where um, the Ashun and Orisha and Shangu story come from? You know what I'm saying? Because you know how like Shango, he had two wives. You know what I'm saying? And as we seeing now, we seeing that with the Anunanki, which is the higher Anunnaki, which is Anu, and he has two goddess beside him, which is Namu and Ki, which is also pronounced as Urash, Urash. Forgive me if I misspelled it. Um, their children was Enki, um, um, Bayu. They got different names that I can't really pronounce, but when you go search it up, you'll see all of them. But she's the goddess of earth. Okay, so um, okay. So yeah, her spouse is definitely Anu, which Anu paired with Kai, with Ki, represented as heaven and earth, as unity prior to the cosmology of separation, with Anu and reflecting the later separation in state instead. Um, okay, Namu, or internal time, for that's what Namu mean, eternal time. Um, let's see. Let's get more into Namu. Namu is the creator goddess. Her children is Inky. Um, she, like we're saying, she is a creator deity and associated with water. Like I was saying, Namu is water. She's the mother of Inky and also the wife of Anu. So as you can see, Anu had two goddesses beside him. You know what I'm saying? And this is what, as you see in the Western way of living and the way of life now, that they steer us away from having more than one female on our side. You know what I'm saying? So as we go back in time, you can see the power of just having two and having that poly. You know what I'm saying? Which they try so hard to steer us away from. But now as you see in this, I don't know, I hear some weird noises outside. But you see how like it's coming in full circle in this day and age. Like you see some poly relationship, you starting to see more poly relationships. You know what I'm saying? People are starting to get more comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with poly. Um yeah, so Namu, right, is water. So she was a divine mother of a city called uh, Eridu, which is Eridu. You know what I'm saying? That's where she belonged. And in this period of time, this is where they really started, um, like really making their children with Inky. You know what I'm saying? But it's what from what I'm seeing, she was on her child is only Inky, right? Which is a Sumerian god of water as well, because his mother is water. And Inky is the one that has the son of Mardark. I'm saying? And we're gonna get into Marduk, but we're gonna speak more on Enki. So with Enki, he was spreading his teachings to the Canaanites, the Hittites, and the Hurrians, right? And he's associated with the southern band of the constellation called Stars of Ea. It is also with the constellation of Ashiyu, which we're gonna look more into, which is the square of Periguis. I think that's how you say it. Peguis. And we're gonna see. All right, we're gonna look into what's that. Pegasus is a constellation in the northern sky, named after the winged horse, Pegasus, which is in Greek mythology, which within that name came from. Right. See, this is good information because now I'm learning something now looking at this. Because I didn't know that Enki was from this constellation. Let me see. Get a picture of it. Because within that constellation you have the Andromeda, Aquarius, Pisces, I'm gonna show you right now. Here's what it would look like. Get back into that. So give me 1 second. Okay, Enki was the keeper of the divine power called Me. He is often shown home crown of divinity. So, Me in Sumerian mythology is basically the fundamental of Sumerian understanding of the relationship between humanity and the gods. Okay? Me was originally collected by Enlil and then handed over to the guardianship of Enki, who was the broker them out into various Sumerian centers, beginning with his own city. Hold on. I really want to know what's this noise outside. Hold up. Anyway, I might go outside later on tonight and see what the fuck going on. But anyway, so yeah. So you can do your own research on me, which is M-E, in Sumerian mythology. Type in me, Sumerian mythology, and you can dive more on me. So I need to dive more on me as well. But and that's probably where me come from, more likely, because it's spelled exactly like that. What is this? Okay. Creation of life and sickness. So Enki is the creation of life and sickness. So yeah. So with Enki, right? Going back to the top tier, middle tier, the ether gods, right? So we was talking about how Anu, Namu, and Ki, they are the top tier. The middle tier is Enki and Lil, Nin and Damkina. So we're gonna look up those two. We'll go more into who is Damkina. Sorry for me mispronouncing these names, because I'm still learning just like you is with the names. Okay. Right, so Damkina is the wife of Enki. And she was associated with ritual spirit purification, and that she believed that to intercede with him on behalf of the Celebricants, Celebricants, and her children was Nashin and Asulias. I think I'm saying it right. So her name is translated as the great wife of the prince. Right? The great wife of the prince. So Enki is the prince, which came from Anu and Namu. Okay. And then the other middle tier is Nin and Enlil. Right? Let me see. I'm trying to see what's. H. Okay, there we go. Okay, she is the goddess. Okay, Nina Hashak, Nina Hashak, Nina Shak, Ning Harsak, Ning Harsak is the mother goddess, the goddess of fertility, mountains, and rulers, which means Lady of the Scarce Mountain. Okay. Lady of the Scarce Mountain, right? And that's Enlil's wife. Or hold up. I take that back. I take that back. Hold on, let me see. Enlil. That's not his wife. Okay. But her sibling is Enlil Inky. Okay. So not the wife. I got that screwed up. That's not the wife. So you get how there are representations of the elements of the earth and the creation of the universe. Like you have, like, like her name is the Lady of Scarce Mountains, and then you have um, Namu as the water, Anu, heaven. Um, what was Kai again? What Ki? Let me see. Go back to Ki. Ki is the goddess of earth, right? And those, you know what I'm saying, are like the creation of the universe, right? So the lower tiers, that's where I was talking about with Monarch, and who was who was Monarch. Okay, Marta, parents is Inky and um Damkanai. Damkanai. That's his parents, right? His planet is Jupiter. Okay. So let's dive in more with Marduk, right? Marduk was the god of Babylon, where Babylon started, right? The god of creation, water, agriculture, justice, medicine, and magic. It's where it's basically where the games begin at with everything, right? He is the son of the sun. You know what I'm saying? So with this, I wonder, is this where the Jesus story originally came from? And that Marduk is actually Jesus. That's my question mark around this. Feel me? Because they said he's the son of the sun. Okay. Let's get more. Let's get more into him, right? Oh, and it's crazy. So this is him. You know, like the picture, the spades, the picture of the spade is actually Marduk. They saying his symbol is the spade. So th- let's get into that because now I'm about to pull the spade picture up. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna show y'all Marduk. Cause now we diving. We diving. We diving for real. Just look at his picture. Okay, there's Marduk. It's Marduk, right? You see the King of Spades, right? You see the similarities. Do you see? Look at that. Tell me, tell me that's not similar. And they've been putting it in our face the whole time. The whole time. Okay. Cause now I'm about to look. Okay, I'm about to look up who face. Where's the origin of the King of Spades? What's where's the origin of that? Cause now I'm about to get into that. Okay. Let's see what it's talking about. Okay. So they saying that the king of spades is David. David was the great king of Israel from the 10th and 11th century BCE. Okay. That's what they say, right? So King of Diamonds is supposed to be Caesar, and color supposed to be the Alexander the Great. All right, so finally the origin of these, we're gonna say this for a different story. This gonna be for a different episode. But that's interesting how all that kind of like low key linked, because they said that Marduk symbol is a spade. Okay. Okay. So back to Marduk. So Marduk's name was also called Bel, Bel, which represents Lord. So Marduk was associated with a dragon-like creature. As you saw in the picture, he was standing on a dragon. That's a symbol, which is, let's see, that is called Mishhushu, something like that. Mushussu, right? Which the dragon had an eagle head, a lion-like forelimbs, long neck and tail, two horns in his head, and have like a snake-like tongue, right? And he's mostly famous, appears on the Ishtar Gate of the city of Babylon. Okay, what is the Ishtar Gate? Is the eighth gate of Babylon. Let's see that. The Ishtar Gate is in Berlin. That's where you can find that at. I guess they moved that shit or something. Or they recreated. Not sure. Oh, it's in a museum. They put it in a museum, I guess. That's what, yeah. Yeah, so after the First World War in 1918, they reconstructed the gate and put it in the museum in Berlin. So that's not the original gate. That's not the original. They recreated it and put it in there to show what it looked like. it's like a replica of what it would look like. All right, back to this creature, right? Um, so this came Marduk, symbolic animal and servant. Yeah, so this dragon-like creature was a servant of Marduk, which is a representation of the constellation Hydra. Hydra, which, let's see what this constellation consists of. Okay, which is the southern inner borders of Libra. Okay, so this constellation has 18 planets in it. The border of this constellation: Cancer, Leo, Libra, and Virgo. Okay. So it's represented as a water snake, right? Which makes sense, cause this goes back to what I was saying about the tears, the ethereal gods, the tears, and I feel like those tears were like the concept, the ethereal gods that has something to do with the constellation. So, but back to Marduk and the snake, which is the representation. His servant is the representation of the constellation of Hydra, which is the water snake, a serpent. So I feel like this snake was like his protection, or what he's representing and standing on, or basically stamping that constellation is his. I feel like that's what I'm getting from this. All right. So we talked about Marduk. So now we're gonna go full circle back up to the ethereal gods, which is before the top tier, the ones before the top tier, which is before Anu. And this is where we're going to the dragon queen Tamite and Ashar. Okay, so let's start with Tamite, because I keep seeing this. I've been seeing this all week, and I'm actually just now like really getting more into it. Okay, So this is a personification of a salt water who is generally depicted as a dragon, created the first gods out of her union with Epius, Epu, Epsu, which is the personification of fresh water. So the top tier, you have Epsu Tamiat, Tamiat, the dragon god, and then you have Tamite, which is um, salt water, Apsu, which is um, fresh water. Okay, put that in my notes. So this is where we get on how on Earth we have salt water and fresh water in certain um, parts of the Earth, right? You seeing how this is correlating perfectly, and this is stuff that they don't talk about, yo. They're not talking about the origin of where everything really come from and how it really started. Like, how did we get fresh water? How did we get salt water? Why is there salt water in certain parts of the planet? Why is there fresh water in other parts of this planet? You know what I'm saying? So, Tamite, okay, the god of groundwater, produced younger gods. She is the symbol of the chaos of primordial creation. She is referred to as a woman. Okay. Woman, which is Dragon Queen. Okay. She is a creator goddess, scarce marriage between different waters. Okay. She bears the first generation of deities. Her husband is Abzu. Abzu. Dang. Fuck. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Husband. And this probably was the first war because she um planned to kill him, right? And we're gonna go back to exactly what Abzu is, which they say the god of the groundwater. That's the one that's the god of the groundwater, and Tamite is the salt water. Okay, so don't get that confused. Okay. Is the name of the fresh water from underground um, aquifers, aquifer, which was given to religious fertility qualities of Sumerians, which is lakes, springs, rivers, wells. Other source of fresh water were thought to draw their waters from the Abzu. Okay, so qualifer is an underground layer of water-bearing primal rock. So that is the lowest layer underground. and that's where water comes from. The water bearing. This is where, like, the water wells, you know what I'm saying? The root of that. It's interesting, y'all, because I did not know this. Like, when I came across this, I didn't even dive this deep to it. 1 second, y'all. Okay, this is amazing stuff right here. This is amazing stuff. This is why we are doing this, because I know y'all just as amazed as I am with all of this. Because now it's coming in full circle, like what all this really means, right? So Abzu, the groundwater, the underground water, the husband of Tiamite, which is salt water. Okay. So Enki's temple was known as E2 Abzu, which is the house of deep waters, and was located at the edge of the swamp in Abzu. Certain tanks of the holy water in Babylon, Temple of Courtyards, was called Abzu. Okay. So this is correlation back to Enki. So Enki knew something. He knew his ancestors. He knew his root. You know what I'm saying? So they saying the Sumerian god Enki was believed to have lived in Abzu since before human beings were created. His wife, which is Damkini, or Damkini. I'm gonna pronounce these names one day, and I'm gonna get it right. We're gonna come back again with a part 2 to really break down it properly. But y'all getting a raw version of this. So his wife, and his mother, all live in Abzu. So Abzu is depicted as a deity, which is the husband of Temiat, right? Right. So we're gonna go back to fresh water. Okay. Now that we broke down termite, let's go to the fresh water. Just do this. Excuse me. Okay. Or okay. Okay. So the two names Apsu and Abzu are both the same. They're just different. How you could pronounce it or whatever. So groundwater, freshwater, Abzu, the husband. Okay, that's the husband. Okay, I had got that confused. So Abzu is the freshwater. Abzu, fresh water. Depicted as a deity, creation ever. He was the primeval being made of fresh water and lover to another primitive deity, Temite, creature of salt water. Okay. Husband. Okay. So we broke them down. So now we're gonna go to their children. Ashar. Hold on. So Ashar is the national guard of the ancient Assyrians until the um, gradual conversion of Christianity between the 1st and 5th century. Okay. Assyrians. Syrians, which is the natives to Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia. Okay. He was a city god. City god. Alright, so this one is the one with the symbol with the disc around him, like you would see in one of the religions. What's the religion called? I want to say the Rosicrucian. I think um symbol. Don't have me lying though. So this winged disc, okay, this winged disc is the symbol of the sun. Shamish. Shamish. So you know how you seen like in the Egyptian culture where you will see the sun and it will have wings. This is where originally, this is the origin of it. This is where it originally came from. And Shamish, God of the sun and justice. And remember, I was talking about this. I broke this down, and I wouldn't remember because I ain't put the video out, but I put it on Instagram. I put it out on Instagram, and I broke down what Shamish was, and this was the name of, this is what they called the sun in Canaan, in the ancient Mesopotamian times. That was the name of the sun god. And he was able to see everything that happened in the world every day, and was therefore responsible for the justice and protection of travelers. As divine judge, he could be associated with the underworld. Okay. Alongside with the weather god Adad. Who is Adad? Adad, the god of weather, hurricane, storms, thunder, and rain. So this could be the origin of Shango.
Hello and welcome to the Kroger Show.
Zeus.
At Kroger, everyone
And you
wins
see,
when it comes to saving big. Because when you order online through the...
My bad with the commercial. Because they have it here where it says equivalent to the Greek god Zeus, which Zeus is Shango. Shango Zeus. He's the origin of Zeus. Okay. Hold on, let me get the tunes back going. Cause man, when we dive in. So that's Adad. Adad is god of weather, hurricane, storms, and thunder and rain. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna look more on my iPad than the computer over there so y'all can see for yourselves. Adad. Yeah, so Adad is the weather god. Being a both giver and destroyer of life. His rain caused the land to bear grain and other food for his friends. Okay, Adad's father is heaven god Anu. Okay. But hold up. Let me go back to Shamish. Cause we getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Cause we, you see the rabbit hole. So yeah, Shamish is alongside with Adad, which Adad is weather, and Shamish is god of the sun. Okay. So back to Ashar. Which has the sun disk, which he's a deity, a god. Had relationships with the mountains, do suggestions, rid the mountain gods. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, hold on. So this is. Let me get a better picture. This is Ashar. Okay. So that's the ring represents the sun that hold with the wing that represents Shamish. And he okay. So they saying that he was originally a mountain god. He's a mountain god. He didn't have a family or any attributes being solely connected to his city. Sound like a mountain. Sound like a mountain to me. He was not worshipped outside the city. So yeah. So you can basically say city god, mountain god. Alright. So Ashar is connected to Kishar. So we're gonna go to Kishar. Who is Kishar? And mind you, these are the ethereal gods. Alright, so Kishar is the first children of Tamiai and Abzu, which is the freshwater, salt water. This is their creation from out of the fresh and salt water. She's the female principal, sister, and wife of Anshar, the male principal and the mother of Anu. Mother of Anu. The mother of Anu. Which is an earth goddess. So out of the fresh water and salt water gave the earth mother, which is the whole earth. Earth mother goddess. Okay, and Ashar is also sky. And yeah, Kishar is whole earth. Okay. I'll say, okay, so that's that. That's how you get the ethereal gods. Those are the ether gods: the fresh water, Abzu, salt water, and Temiite, the wife and husband. Those two, they children, Ashar, Kishar, which is hold on, which is sky, mountain god, Kishar, mother Anu, whole earth. And then you get to the top tier, you got Namu, which is water. And you got Anu, heaven, um, Ki, which is another goddess. Hold on, let's go back to Ki. What we say Ki was again. The goddess of earth, okay? She's the goddess of earth. Yep. And then after that, you got the middle tier where Inky and Ela come in, and they got their wife, their siblings, and then after that, you got Monarch, Homo sapiens, so forth, so forth. So, next episode, we're gonna talk about more of the lore tier. We're gonna talk more about Monarch and the Homo sapiens and other more. But I noted down below that Monarch was also an extraterrestrial, but wasn't just extraterrestrial. There's claims that he's also a planet, which it goes back to when we saw that his serpent or his serpent, the dragon, right, that he was standing on, was actually a constellation that had the 18 planets in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes all back into play. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna dive more deep next episode about that. So y'all give me a feedback. Y'all subscribe to my channel, RK5 Official, down below. Y'all comment below what y'all think. What did you get from it? What's the information that you looked more into and found interesting and that y'all didn't know? Please subscribe, like, and tell me what you think. And we're gonna dive more deep on part 2. Peace and love, everyone. And shout out to Dre. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, my boy.